checks will be accepted at the gate. B, at the Woodstock Music and Arts Fair, August 15th, 16th, and 17th in Bethel, New York.
In August 1969, something truly incredible went down in music history. The Woodstock Music and Art Fair brought together about 500,000 people to Max Yasgur's dairy farm in Bethel, New York. It was originally put together by Woodstock Ventures, Inc., who only expected around 50,000 folks to show up.
1, 2, 3, what are we fighting for?
Woodstock wasn't just about the music, though. It became this symbol of peace, love, and everything groovy about that era. This video right here, it's packing some never-before-seen photos from Woodstock. So let's kick back and soak in these rare shots that capture the essence of Woodstock like never before. Max Yasgur. Max Yasgur was a dairy farmer from Bethel, New York, and he played a very important part in making the Woodstock Music and Art Fair happen on his 600-acre farm in August 1969. Originally, the festival was supposed to be in Wallkill, New York, but when that plan fell through, Yasgur agreed to let them use his land. This decision made his farm a historic site. He got $75,000 for renting out his land, which was a lot of money at the time. But Yasgur didn't just do it for the money. He also believed in the festival's ideals. Even though he earned a lot from the deal, Yasgur faced a lot of criticism from his community. Some people were very unhappy and even put up signs telling others to stop buying his milk. They were worried about property damage, littering, and traffic jams on the small roads around his farm. Despite all the chaos and the massive number of people, Yasgur's kindness stood out. He connected with the concert goers by providing food at cost or even for free.
And because of that, you've had quite a few inconveniences as far as water and food and so forth. Your producers have done a mammoth job to see.
He told his children to give out water and dairy products to make sure everyone stayed hydrated and fed during the festival. This kindness showed his belief in freedom of expression and his dislike for the hostility some townspeople had towards the attendees, who he saw as peaceful anti-war supporters. On the third day of the festival, Yasgur spoke to the crowd. He praised them for showing that a large gathering of young people could be peaceful, enjoying music and fun without any major problems. This speech highlighted his support for the festival's values and secured his place in Woodstock history. After the festival, Yasgur continued to face resentment from some of his neighbors. He was not welcome at the local general store anymore, and some neighbors even sued him for the damage caused by the concert goers. Despite these challenges, he received a $50,000 settlement to help repair the damage to his farm. To recognize his efforts and struggles, a dinner was held in his honor, attended by those who supported his decision to host the festival. Yasgur sold his farm in 1971 and moved to Florida, where he passed away in 1973. After his death, he was honored with a full-page obituary in Rolling Stone, a rare tribute for someone who wasn't a musician, showing the significant impact he had on the music and cultural scene of the 1960s. Tower transformation. Chip Monk was the incredibly talented person behind the stage setup at Woodstock. He wasn't just the festival's lighting designer, he was also the stage manager, production designer, and operator. On top of that, he served as the master of ceremonies, introducing the artists and making important announcements. The stage and speaker towers, crucial for the festival's success, were built in just 3 weeks, showing how quickly and efficiently they worked to meet deadlines. Originally, the stage was designed for a different site in Wallkill, New York, but due to permitting issues, they had to change the design when they moved to Bethel. The main stage was made of wood and covered by a large canvas, about 20 by 15 by 15 meters. It had metal towers for the speakers. Even though the stage had a turnable platform meant to speed up the changeover between bands, the equipment was too heavy to move. The technical setup was very detailed, with the front of house, FOH, and recording equipment placed opposite and at the back of the main stage. This arrangement helped record the festival on 2 8-track recorders, which were important for the official releases and the Woodstock movie. There was also a free stage built by the Merry Pranksters and the Hog Farmers, where free performances were held, adding to the festival's community feel. However, many people climbed the towers to get a better view of the performances, and those pictures became some of the most memorable images of the event. Reading session on high ground. During Woodstock, amidst all the lively chaos and booming music, there was a special scene unfolding on the higher grounds of the festival site. A group of attendees, maybe looking for a quiet moment away from all the activity below, came together for an impromptu reading session. This wasn't just a random gathering. It showed the variety of interests among the festival goers. This group settled on a quieter hill, away from the main stages. They found peace under the shade of large trees, which protected them from the hot August sun. The hill, being slightly elevated, offered a wide view of the festival. This way, the participants could still feel connected to the event while enjoying a different kind of activity. The group included people of different ages and backgrounds, reflecting the inclusive spirit of Woodstock. They shared books, magazines, and newspapers, each adding to the collective experience. This reading session, even though it was a small and often overlooked part of the festival, symbolized the broader cultural movements of the time. It showed how ideas and communal sharing were important at Woodstock. This session gave space for reflection and conversation, adding another layer to the festival's rich moments. The unique gathering on the high ground, captured in photographs and stories, remains an unforgettable image of Woodstock's multifaceted nature. Woodstock wasn't just a music festival. It was a meeting place for music, ideas, and people all wanting to express, learn, and connect. The bubble-blowing woman. Jackie Barg found a moment of serene bliss as she blew bubbles, completely immersed in her joy while awaiting the next act. Her presence amidst the swirling chaos of Woodstock encapsulated a profound contrast, an individual finding peace amidst the fervent energy of a generation-defining festival. The image of Barg, gently releasing bubbles into the air, transcended mere whimsy. It became a symbol of the countercultural spirit that defined the era. Woodstock itself was a convergence of idealism and music, where thousands gathered in pursuit of harmony and unity. In Jackie Barg's simple act of blowing bubbles, there was a subtle defiance against the tumultuous backdrop, a statement that amidst the clamor for change and expression, moments of personal joy and tranquility were equally important. The bubbles she created floated freely, mirroring the aspirations of a generation seeking freedom and authenticity. Barg's image has endured as an iconic representation of Woodstock's ethos, a reminder that amidst the quest for social change and artistic expression, there existed a yearning for simplicity and peace. Her bubbles were not just soap and air. They were manifestations of hope and innocence amid a landscape of bold experimentation and cultural revolution. Decades later, Jackie Barg's presence at Woodstock continues to resonate. Her image is more than a photograph. It is a time capsule capturing the essence of a transformative era. It reminds us that amidst the chaos of history in the making, individuals found ways to connect with moments of beauty and calm. In essence, Barg's bubbles were a testament to the festival's enduring legacy, a legacy of freedom, creativity, and the enduring pursuit of happiness. To cherish Jackie Barg's moment at Woodstock is to celebrate the festival's enduring influence on generations. It speaks to the power of seemingly small gestures in shaping collective memory and cultural identity. As we reflect on Woodstock, we are reminded that amidst the tumult of societal change, there are moments, like Barg's bubble blowing, that encapsulate the human spirit's resilience and capacity for joy. In preserving and revisiting these moments, we honor not only the past, but also the ongoing quest for meaning and connection in our own time. Health hazards unleashed. The Woodstock Music and Art Fair of 1969, known for its peaceful vibe, faced significant health challenges due to the unexpected crowd of around 400,000 people, much higher than the 50,000 expected. This huge gathering on a 600-acre dairy farm led to various health and safety problems. The New York State Department of Health reported dealing with over 5,000 medical cases during the festival. Among these, 742 were drug overdoses, showing how common drug use was and its complications at the event. The festival's medical team, though understaffed, played a crucial role in managing these incidents, often helped by the hog farmers, who provided support in calming those having bad trips. The infrastructure was under a lot of pressure, with only one porta potty for every 833 people, leading to very poor sanitation. This raised concerns about potential gastrointestinal illnesses, but thankfully, no major outbreaks happened. Tom Taggart, known as the Port-au-Saint Man, became a bit of a hero for his efforts in maintaining the portable toilets under these tough conditions. Heavy rain made things even harder, turning the festival grounds into a muddy mess that made moving around and staying clean difficult. The bad weather also made the traffic congestion worse, with many attendees stuck in their cars for hours. Local authorities, including the sheriff who declared the site a national disaster zone, and the U.S. Army, were mobilized to provide essential supplies and support, including airlifting people who needed medical attention. Full House Farm. The number of people who came to Woodstock was way more than anyone expected, turning Max Yasgur's 600-acre dairy farm into a legendary place for music and culture. The organizers thought about 50,000 people would attend, but the actual number was between 400,000 and 500,000. This made Woodstock one of the biggest music festivals ever, and a major event promoting peace, love, and unity. Despite the challenges of handling such a large crowd, the huge number of people had a big impact on the farm. The land was heavily trampled, and the local roads were clogged with traffic and parked cars, some of which were left as far as 20 miles away. Despite these challenges, there were no violent crimes reported, which showed the peaceful nature of the event. Recognizing its historical importance, the festival site was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 2017, ensuring its preservation. This designation helps remember the site as a key moment in music history and the hippie counterculture movement. Woodstock originally planned to make a profit, but it turned into a free concert when the huge number of attendees made it impossible to set up fences and ticket booths before the festival started. This unexpected turn highlighted the festival's communal spirit, even though it changed the financial results for the organizers. Woodstock also had a lasting impact on fashion, with the bohemian and hippie styles seen at the festival influencing trends for years to come. This cultural influence went beyond music and became a part of the broader society, showing the festival's wide-reaching impact. Embracing the rain. The Woodstock Festival of 1969, which was supposed to be just a 3-day music event, became a legendary cultural phenomenon, partly because of unexpected challenges from Mother Nature. Despite all the forecasts and preparations, heavy rain turned Yasgur's farm into a muddy mess. Yet, this didn't dampen the spirit of the attendees or performers. On a Sunday, it rained heavily, pouring over 25 mm, 1 inch, of rain onto the already busy festival site. The sudden downpour made the fields muddy and slippery, causing delays and logistical problems. But the festival goers, who believed in being adaptable and resilient, embraced the mud and rain as part of their Woodstock experience.
What? No, definitely not. It's just a little added attraction, that's all. Well, you don't have to wait for...
The bad weather didn't lower the spirits of the Woodstock crowd. Festival goers, wearing whatever makeshift rain gear they could find, danced and played in the mud, turning what could have been a disaster into a fun and memorable part of the Woodstock story. This ability to adapt and find joy despite discomfort not only defined the festival's character, but also added to its legendary status in music history. The performers also showed great resilience, continuing their performances and engaging with the audience despite the relentless rain and technical difficulties caused by the wet conditions. Their dedication to the show, even in such challenging circumstances, highlighted the unifying power of music and the shared determination not to let the weather ruin the festival. A 3-day standstill, the iconic traffic of Woodstock. The Woodstock Festival of 1969 is famous not only for its music and peace, but also for the massive traffic jams it caused. Over 250,000 young people flocked to Bethel, New York, creating what was the largest traffic jam in the history of the Catskills. The traffic was so bad that it stretched for 17 miles along Route 17B, with some cars stuck for up to 8 hours. This huge number of festival goers heading to the rural concert site showed how unprepared the organizers were for such a massive turnout. The traffic jams caused major delays and highlighted the logistical problems faced by the festival's planners. John Morris, one of the festival's promoters, admitted they were not prepared for the large number of people, and that the site's limited access made the traffic worse. The severe traffic also affected the musicians, with some unable to reach the venue by regular means. To solve this, helicopters were used. The Army Reserves used Huey helicopters to transport artists and also to airlift sick or injured festival goers to hospitals. Radio and television broadcasts played an important role during the festival. While they covered the event, they also described the traffic jams, which discouraged more people from trying to attend, potentially preventing an even bigger logistical disaster. Despite the chaos, the atmosphere among the young attendees was mostly positive. Many embraced the festival's spirit, setting up a tent city commune and making the best of the difficult circumstances. This sense of adaptability and camaraderie became a defining feature of Woodstock, showing the resilience and positive attitude of the attendees.
Started to hear rumors that this thing was more or less out of hand because no one knew the amount of tickets that were.
Sri Swami. Satchidananda's opening speech. Sri Swami Satchidananda, a respected yogi master, was chosen to open the Woodstock Music Festival in 1969, bringing a calm and spiritual atmosphere to the event right from the start. Swami Satchidananda was well known for introducing yoga to the Western world, and his presence at Woodstock represented a connection between Eastern spirituality and Western culture. Sitting cross-legged, Swami Satchidananda delivered his speech with great humility and a sense of unity. His long beard and flowing robes added to his wise and peaceful presence, making his message of peace, love, and unity deeply resonate with the audience. This speech set a positive tone for the festival and marked an important moment in American culture, highlighting the growing interest in Eastern spirituality among the baby boomers. Swami Satchidananda spoke about the powerful influence of sound and music, suggesting that they could control the universe and affect human behavior.
My beloved sisters and brothers, I am overwhelmed with joy to see the entire youth of America gathered here.
The legacy of Swami Satchidananda's teachings and his memorable speech at Woodstock continues to impact various aspects of modern life, including religion, health, and personal well-being. His principles of living harmoniously with nature and promoting peace are carried on through integral yoga and Yogaville. His words at Woodstock remain a symbol of the era, embodying the spirit of the 1969 Summer of Love. Ditched cars. Woodstock 1969 became famous not only for its music and culture, but also for the logistical chaos caused by a lack of parking, which led to many cars being abandoned on the way to the venue. Eileen Martyr, who attended the festival, vividly remembers the strange sight of cars left in the middle of the road by people who were too excited about the event to park properly. Stephen Paris and Salvatore Macaluso undertook a unique project to track down specific cars, like Volkswagens, that had brought people to Woodstock. After the festival, many vehicles were towed away, including a silver '59 Oldsmobile 4-door hardtop. The owner had to take a bus home after finding out his car was towed. Additionally, a local from Port Ewan, New York, discovered his property had been turned into an impromptu parking lot when Bethel police asked him to help tow cars from the roads and yards. Many of these cars were never reclaimed. This chaotic scene of abandoned cars added to the legendary status of Woodstock, showing just how massive and impactful the event was. The image of ditched cars has become an enduring symbol of the spontaneous and overwhelming nature of the 1969 festival. The man lost in his book. At Woodstock, there were moments of quiet, personal retreat. One such moment was captured in a photograph of a man deeply engrossed in a book, starkly contrasting the surrounding festivities. This image is featured in Woodstock 1969, The Lasting Impact of the Counterculture by Jason Luray and Etta Gale Blower, a book that not only chronicles the iconic festival, but also delves into the broader counterculture movement of the time. This book offers readers a unique and personal perspective on the events leading up to, during, and following the historic Woodstock Festival. It is highly recommended for those looking to understand more about the era and the movement that defined a generation. Another significant work, Woodstock by Dagan James, Baron Wolman, Michael Santana, and Michael Lang, presents a collection of 192 pages filled with black and white photographs. These images, captured by Baron Wolman, the first photographer for Rolling Stone magazine, focus primarily on the crowd, providing a different viewpoint from the usual performer-centric photos. Wolman's portfolio includes shots of influential musicians like Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix, but his Woodstock photos highlight the audience's experience, showcasing the true essence of the festival through the faces and moments of the attendees. Joe Cocker's stormy performance. Joe Cocker's impactful presence at the Woodstock Music Festival on August 17, 1969, around 6 p.m., remains a significant highlight of the event's storied history. His soul-stirring rendition of With a Little Help from My Friends captivated the audience, showcasing not only his remarkable vocal intensity, but also his profound emotional depth. Accompanied by the Grease Band, Joe Cocker delivered a set that was both powerful and poignant, drawing on the collective energy of the massive crowd gathered amidst the rolling hills of Bethel, New York. The band's lineup for this memorable performance included a cadre of notable musicians such as Henry McCullough on lead guitar, Neil Hubbard on rhythm guitar, Alan Spenner on bass, Bruce Rowland on drums, Chris Stainton on keyboards, and Bobby Torres on congas.
I'm gonna buy myself a little live.
Together, they created a sonic tapestry that resonated deeply with the ethos of Woodstock, a festival characterized by its celebration of peace, love, and music. Joe Cocker's performance at Woodstock was immortalized in the live album Live at Woodstock, a testament to the enduring legacy of that historic moment. Released in 2009 by A&M/Universal, this album offers fans the opportunity to experience 12 songs from his electrifying live show, many of which had not been previously released except for a few tracks featured in the iconic movie Woodstock. Garnering widespread acclaim, the album holds a remarkable rating of 4.7 out of 5 stars from 258 reviewers on Amazon, underscoring both the enduring appeal of Joe Cocker's music and the brilliance of his performance at Woodstock. Through his soulful voice and commanding stage presence, Joe Cocker left an indelible mark on the collective memory of Woodstock, embodying the festival's spirit of artistic expression and communal harmony. His rendition of "With a Little Help from My Friends" continues to resonate across generations, symbolizing the cultural and musical significance of Woodstock as a pivotal moment in history. Judy and Jerry's Woodstock love story. Judy and Jerry Griffin's romance began under the iconic backdrop of Woodstock on August 15, 1969. Their chance meeting occurred when Judy's car broke down, leading them to hitchhike together to the festival. This serendipitous encounter marked the beginning of a lifelong journey together, culminating in a marriage that has lasted over 46 years, blessed with 2 sons and 5 grandchildren. Every year, they celebrate August 15th, the day they met, as a reminder of their enduring love that began amidst the music and mayhem of Woodstock. The festival was not only about music, but also a vibrant showcase of hippie fashion, which included free and flowy dresses, knee boots, and Indian patterns, all symbolizing the era's values of peace and openness. This atmosphere of peace, love, and unity was palpable among attendees, many of whom, like Judy and Jerry, formed deep, lasting connections. The overall experience of Woodstock, with its message of love and community, proved to be life-changing for many, as it fostered relationships that transcended the event itself. Woodstock demonstrated the profound impact of love and peace with its 500,000 attendees. Despite the potential for chaos, the festival unfolded without major incidents, a testament to the collective spirit of the attendees. The ethos of the 1960s, which celebrated peace, love, and music as essential components of happiness, was vividly embodied at Woodstock. Small acts of love and kindness, shared among the festival goers, showcased how impactful these gestures can be in fostering a harmonious community. For Judy and Jerry, Woodstock was more than just a music festival. It was where they discovered shared desires and experiences that shaped their future together. After the festival, they moved to Los Angeles, where Jerry started law school, eventually settling in Manhattan Beach for 40 years. The Woodstock experience holds a special place in their hearts, symbolizing the beginning of their shared life journey. The narrative of Judy and Jerry Griffin exemplifies how Woodstock was not only a musical landmark, but also a place where many found love and companionship, influencing their lives profoundly. The legacy of Woodstock, therefore, is not just musical, but deeply personal, resonating through the lives of those like Judy and Jerry, who found each other in its midst.
Yeah, that rain-soaked couple wrapped in blankets is Judy and Jerry at Woodstock, the image they've been looking for all these many decades.
That's us.
Creative shelter solutions. One of the remarkable aspects of Woodstock was the creativity of the attendees in finding shelter. One striking example was captured in the image of a young man next to his handmade wooden tent, showcasing the resourcefulness and personal touch that attendees brought to their temporary homes. The Bindi Bazaar area, with its vibrant mix of vendor booths and winding trails, became a focal point of creative expression and communal living, where attendees carved out unique spaces amidst the bustling festival atmosphere. Many arrived early, staking out spots near their cars on any available patch of grass. However, challenges like tent ransacking by others seeking provisions were not uncommon, highlighting the practical difficulties faced amid the festival's communal spirit. Despite these adversities, tales of solidarity and cooperation emerged. For instance, Jane McKee and her friends managed to secure a camper near the venue thanks to a fortuitous detour, underscoring the spirit of mutual aid that permeated Woodstock. These innovative shelter solutions went beyond mere practicality. They fostered a sense of community and mutual support among attendees, By turning the festival grounds into a canvas for personal expression and communal living, Woodstock became not just a gathering of music enthusiasts, but a vibrant microcosm of cooperative human interaction. The stories of makeshift shelters and shared experiences underscored the festival's lasting impact as a cultural touchstone of creativity, resilience, and community spirit amidst the challenges of its time. Best views of the place. The Woodstock concert site and its surroundings have been a haven for photographers, offering various picturesque locations. Here are some of the top spots for capturing the essence of Woodstock. Overlook Mountain. Overlook Mountain, recognized as the 24th most Instagrammed place in the Hudson Valley, provides some of the most breathtaking views in the area. At its summit, visitors can explore the Mountain House ruins and a fire tower, offering panoramic vistas of the Hudson River, Ashokan Reservoir, and the surrounding mountains. This location has over 1,100 geotagged photos, making it a favorite among both amateur and professional photographers. The original Woodstock concert site. The original site of the 1969 Woodstock concert was a pristine alfalfa field with a picturesque lake, creating a natural amphitheater feel. Today, notable photography spots include the original stage area, the hillside where concerts were held, the Woodstock Monument, and views from Woodstock Hill looking straight down to the stage. These spots allow visitors to capture the historic essence of the festival. The El Monaco Motel, where the festival was meticulously planned, also holds historical significance and offers another interesting location for photography enthusiasts. Bethel Woods and Yasgur's Farm. Near the base of Woodstock Hill lies Bethel Woods Farm, a still-functioning dairy farm that forms part of the historic site. Not far from here, the actual Yasgur's Farm location, known for being a distance from the concert site, features the Yasgur's Farm Muffler Man, a notable piece of art from the hippie era. Despite changes, the original concert site at Bethel Woods Center for the Arts maintains a preserved area, strictly off-limits and surrounded by fences, offering a unique, albeit restricted viewpoint for visitors. The love in crowded spaces. Woodstock 1969 wasn't just a music festival. It was a monumental gathering that promoted peace, love, and unity, reflecting the social and cultural shifts of the 1960s. This event brought together people from diverse backgrounds, creating a safe space for celebration and mutual understanding. The festival became a symbol of the peace and civil rights movements, using music as a powerful tool for protest and societal change. The crowded spaces of Woodstock, filled with nearly 500,000 people, became a testament to the festival's impact on American culture and personal growth. Attendees experienced a sense of unity and community that was remarkably peaceful, considering the scale of the event. This sense of community was further enhanced by the shared music experiences and the collective embrace of countercultural values. Woodstock also highlighted the power of music to influence societal attitudes and foster a spirit of rebellion and individualism. Iconic performances by artists like Jimi Hendrix became symbols of freedom and creativity, inspiring attendees to embrace these values long after the festival ended. Furthermore, the event's success in managing such a large crowd without significant incidents of violence or crime demonstrated the potential for large-scale gatherings to be peaceful and positive. This aspect of Woodstock continues to influence public perceptions of musical festivals and large gatherings. Looking at the images of the jam-packed multitudes, we can confidently accrue that the cultural impact of crowded spaces at Woodstock can be seen as a reflection of the era's aspirations for peace and unity. The festival's legacy continues to influence music, culture, and the way large-scale events are perceived and conducted. Music among the mountains of trash. The Woodstock Festival, renowned for its epic musical lineup and cultural significance, also faced monumental cleanup challenges due to the debris left by the 400,000 attendees, which was well photographed. The aftermath required a massive coordinated effort involving local community members and volunteers. Approximately 8,000 volunteers remained after the festival to assist in the cleanup efforts, demonstrating a community spirit in line with the festival's ethos. Despite the scale of the task, the cleanup was conducted swiftly and thoroughly, ensuring that little trace of the festival's physical impact remained on the landscape. Bulldozers collected the widespread debris, centralizing it for more manageable disposal. The collected debris was ultimately burned in a large bonfire, an act that marked the end of the festival. This fire, lit against the site's backdrop, sent plumes of smoke into the sky, symbolically mingling with the lingering sounds of iconic performances by artists like Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin. The necessity to engage in such a significant cleanup operation highlights the environmental impact of large-scale events and the responsibilities that come with them. It also underscores the transient nature of such monumental gatherings, intense communal experiences that leave a lasting memory, yet strive to minimize their material trace on the environment. The cleanup not only restored the physical site, but also preserved its legacy, allowing it to serve as a testament to the power of community and environmental consciousness in the face of potential ecological disruption. Woodstock's indelible mark on cultural history extends beyond its music. It represents a pivotal moment when 500,000 people converged for peace, love, and music. The photographs from those iconic days serve as time capsules, preserving not just the performances, but the spirit of a generation pushing for social change and unity. They capture moments of joy, camaraderie, and creativity amid the chaos, illustrating how music became a catalyst for a movement. These images continue to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the power of collective action and the enduring quest for a better world.